Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to, have a go at reviewing Zack Snyder's Justice League from 2021. It's not going to be an in-depth review. I don't want to talk too much about it. You know what? I'm going to start off by saying I'm absolutely ecstatic that Zack Snyder got to see his vision through to the end, from being taken off to production before the 2017 original feature film release. You know, it's really it's a say it was it's not a nice moment for personal reasons and whatnot, but to then speak to Warner Brothers and whatnot, and get the extra money and the time from all the actors, and the get everyone back on board to finish his vision, and maybe add on stuff. I'm not getting into the politics of it all, but yes, he saw it through. He got to make it. It's nearly 4 hours long. It's a spectacle. It was never going to be released on the big screen. I don't think it's not been done before in a superhero film, right? And to beat it around the bush, it's infinitely better than the 2017 one. That one was rubbish. It's not a superhero film in my opinion. It's all over the gaff, really and truly. This one, much better. It was given time. Characters were given exposition, and you realise why characters had so much time. Cyborg, the 2017 one, it was like, you could sort of get on board, but why is he such a pivotal figure? Here in the Zack Snyder's version, you're getting that exposition, you're getting that background, you're getting that emotion. It's really more fleshed out, and that goes for some other characters too. And of course, there's loads of scenes that could have been edited out to make a more refined, to the point film. But I suppose that was, he's had the luxury of time and the luxury of the streaming service to then make a nearly 4 hour film, right? So that's the sort of debate that's sort of, I don't know if you can have that debate, because it's there now. It's not like you had to go and sit through into the cinema. It's there in your homes, and it's tons of superhero fun, right? Yeah, I like the chapter cards that he did to break it all up. The epilogue, chapter 1, 2, with different names for the. I like all that. It's storytelling. I like books, so I suppose it's sort of fitted into my consciousness of, oh yes, I can relax now. It's not it's not pivotal to a film, and not many films do it, but I enjoyed it. Not a massive part anyway. Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, even Jason Momoa, they really fit the DCEU aesthetic. This dark, edgy, very opposite to Marvel take on the superhero films. They fit those in relation to those darker, roles. A few cringe lines. I'm not sure if the kids will like them, but they were really cringe, cheesy. Um, yeah, so from Wonder Woman and whatnot. But hey ho, you can skip by those if everything else is ramped up. But then it's give and take, right? The Flash's opening scene, it's awful. I can't get on with it. The slow mo was really bugging me, like to a point where I was going to switch it off, and I don't switch films off, right? And it was like the first 2 to 3 chapters were unbearable. Like it was really bugging me. Like really, like why was there so much slow mo? Who thought that was a great idea? But yeah, the more I got into it, the more I enjoyed it. Like the later halves of the movie were much better for me. I enjoyed it more. I could sort of relax and not expect this 5 minute slow mo scene, and and they really got to massive soundtrack, right, for nearly a 4 hour runtime. So there's so much music you can fit in there, which is really great fun for a film, because film music is really important to a film, and the pacing of it and whatnot, and the feel. Now, with 4 hours worth of music, you're bound to get some stuff that you don't like, and there was a lot of rubbish stuff in there. And then, but some of it was good. Some of it was pretty good and fit into what was going on at the time, enough to get you riled up and whatnot. And that Wonder Woman theme is brilliant. I brush off what other people say about every time that, that Wonder Woman theme, wicked, awesome. Superman's return, and then he gets the black suit here. It's more sort of in relation to his comic book counterpart, where they're taking inspiration from, right? So that was nice to see that. And it was great to how when he was resurrected, like all the superheroes there are like they're resigned to their fate, right? They know they're screwed. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, does Clark Kent, does Superman just randomly stroll around with his shirt off? I mean, why not? Hey, why not? Lots of rain, moody aesthetic. It's obnoxiously edgy, not as much as previous DC films. And I can't really get on board with that. That's why I didn't dig the 2017 one. A lot of CG, right? To get his vision onto the big screen. Of course, practical is not going to achieve what they're envisioning and what these new comic book films can do. All the flying, all the fighting, all the blasting, all the everything. CG is required for that sort of vision to come to the screen. Too much of it was a bit too much. It's a bit cartoony, right? But I know what I'm in for, and I do like the superhero genre, so I can't complain too much, right? And the stuff that wasn't CGI was really clean and really quite. I really liked some of the visuals. The sound effects, just a blast. You can only imagine being in the big cinema screen with that. It was pretty cool. I love how graphic it is, even though I've mentioned how I don't like the edginess to the DCU. I liked when it got graphical to the point where, okay, you're watching some real stuff happen now. Okay, you know, yeah. Again, oh, and the villain again with the more like with exposition and with time, you sort of see more character motivations for these, Darkseid and Steppenwolf and whatnot, and see what they were like. Zack was trying to sort of allude to. Yeah, and I'm going to finish this by saying, yeah, it's infinitely better than the 2017 one. I did enjoy it. Did actually have quite a laugh with it. The Like I said, first two, three chapters, no. And the epilogues become a bit of a debate among the community. I really enjoyed it. That whole alternate reality of, imagine it's the Batman teaming up with the Joker. Like, where have we ever seen that? Right. So I'm on board with that. More of that, please. Anyway, that was my review for Zack Snyder's Justice League. Thank you.